Hello you guys, welcome back to another video on this here channel. Welcome back to another story time, you guys. As I can see from my polls, your fave. Today I have one. Oh, do I have one by that title? This is one I thought I might keep to myself, but then I thought, why not? Y'all are gonna look at me like, girl, let me stop stalling and just get right into the mess. Low-key, I don't even want to set the scene for this one. I don't even want to set how old I was when this was, because I feel like this is so embarrassing. But we move for the girls who don't take no more. So I'm gonna just say, once upon a time, I was in a relationship. So when this happened, when this whole thing started, we were somewhere where we were surrounded by other people. Y'all know sometimes when you peep something but you're around other people, so you're like, oh wait, I'm definitely like gonna say something, but like I can't really, you know? So I'm sitting on the couch at this thing with lots of other people around, but me and my man, I'm gonna call him Donkey. Don't ask why. I'm gonna call him Donkey. Me and Donkey are sitting on the couch in our own conversation. Like it's pretty good vibes, honestly. Between us, there was nothing wrong. It was a pretty happy day. But we're on this couch surrounded by people, but we're in our own little conversation. And I remember he's scrolling, like showing me stuff in his camera. Yes, guys, I know this is gonna start off strong. I know this is gonna start off strong. He's scrolling through his camera roll and I see something that catches my eye. Okay? I see something that catches my eye. I see a woman in the camera roll. That's not me. Right? And I think when the timing of when he went back and clicked on that for me, because yeah, we're not letting this go. I want to say the picture was like not too new, but not too old. Like it was definitely the timing, like, you know, an apple in the picture was maybe like a month before this day. So at that time, yes, we were already dating. Like at the time this picture was apparently taken, but still like not super recent. So I'm like, wait, what's that? wait, what's that? You know, when you're scrolling, like, I don't know, like, y'all, I just knew how to play the part when we were surrounded by people. So I was like, what's that? He's like, what's what? I'm like, go back down, go back down, go back down. Like, what's that? I know what your sisters look like. I know what, I just had to double check. I wasn't even, you know. So he clicks on the picture. Why is the picture? It's not just a random picture of a girl like smiling, posing, outfit pics. She's very revealed. It's a girl in a bathing suit.
I remember thinking,
Okay. Why is my man? Who is this random girl in a bathing suit in your camera roll? But also, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think this man was lying about this part, whether maybe he was lying about all the other parts, but this girl's in a bathing suit. But I can tell it doesn't look like it's like a picture from his phone. It definitely looks like a FaceTime picture. Like, y'all know, you remember the days when you used to take a picture on FaceTime, it used to have to be a screenshot, so you used to have to show your face. But now how there's like a white button if you're on Apple and you do FaceTime where you can take a picture, right? People do it all the time. But at the same time, those pictures still look different than if you were to just take a picture with your phone. I feel like for the connection, like it definitely looks different. So I see a picture, it's like a girl in a bathroom in a bathing suit that don't look like me, don't look like his sisters, don't look like none of that. And it just kind of looks like the phone is on the counter, she's in the bathroom, and she's just mid-talk. Like that's all that it looked like. Okay, but who is this? And why is this in a man with a girlfriend's phone? It's a real question. And let me tell you something too. This is why I'm sure people will have their opinions on this story, but I didn't even know how to feel in the moment, because in the moment and to the what we'll get to later, what we'll get to later, the whole time, you know how a lot of times when men are caught doing stuff, they get actively frustrated. Like this guy was very cool, calm, and collected when I was like, who is that? So I'm like, who? Yeah, that one. Who is that? Like, who is that? Like, who is that? And he's like, oh, that's my cousin. Okay. Mind you, I was new to the relationship, so okay, fair. I don't know all his cousins. I don't know what everybody looks like, you know. I've heard him talk about girl cousins before and how like the cousins he's close with, I think were mostly girls, right? Like he's someone who grew up with a lot of sisters, blah blah. So I'm like, okay, that's your cousin, but I'm like, what is this context? I'm like, do you have a picture saved of your cousin in a bikini with her alt? I'm like, what? Like I said before we even got there, like I said, it did look like a FaceTime thing. And he was like, oh, this was my cousin. Like she called randomly, she was chatting to me, and we were on FaceTime. Okay, that's still giving like, okay, right, you call your cousins every once in a while, but why is the phone propped up? She's in a bathing suit. And I know some people will take this two different ways of like, they're cousins, why are you looking at it like this? But like, you know, it still didn't fully make sense. And he was like, yeah, that's my cousin. We were just on FaceTime. And you know, again, when something is weird and you're like, I kind of need to know more about this, but this isn't the setting. This isn't the setting. So I'm like, cousin, FaceTime screenshot in a bikini. Okay, okay. So the night progresses on. We leave this thing, we leave this house, and now we're alone in a room. And obviously, I did not forget. So I remember I was like, you know, even trying to be calm. Like, this is why, girls, I encourage us to just be like crazy off the bat because they be playing with us. They be playing with us. Like, you ain't even. So I remember when we got home, I was like, honestly, can I see that picture? Can we talk more about that picture? Like, do you understand as a girlfriend how it's kind of confusing to see a girl in a bikini in your man's phone and you don't know who that is? And again, he was low key, like, still super calm and was like, yeah, I can show you. So I'm looking, and so I'm like, so this is your cousin, you're randomly on FaceTime with her. But I'm like, why is she in a bikini? And also why is there a picture? You know what I'm saying? Like, was it a picture you took on accident? He should have took that first line. He should have took that first line. Like, you know how sometimes you be taking the picture, is it a picture on accident? Like, what is the context of this conversation? And even if it was on accident, that would be something you would delete, right? So he's like, yeah, for sure. So this is the picture. So I was on the phone with my cousin so-and-so. She lives in a different state. She just calls me randomly to catch up. And he was like, basically, yeah, we were just on FaceTime and she was in this new bikini and she was showing me. Showing you? Showing you, but that's not it. He was like, she was showing me, yeah, this was like her new bikini. So I was snapping pictures to like hype her up. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. See, okay, again, some family members, some dynamics are different, right? But what, literally, like, you should have just lied and said I took the picture. Why would I want to show my opposite gender cousin something very revealing and want them to hype me up? Like, that's not the time, you know? I think it's weird. I think it's weird. Maybe some people believe that, but let's carry on. So, so I'm basically like, what is, like, who is this? Have I heard of her? Like, what? So he's like, oh, so this is my cousin. She lives in Texas. You know how I told you I lived in Texas for like a year? This is also, side note, I'm so afraid, low key, to deal with a guy who's been all around the world, Mr. Travel. Like, I don't want to generalize and be like, they're all ears and stuff like that. But like, I don't know, just as a woman, like, you gotta run a background check on these niggas. Like, what do you mean? Like, they have all different states. Maybe a girl in every different state could have a story to tell me, but like, I'm all the way out here, and like, you know, kind of scary. He's like, well, you know how I told you at one point I lived in Texas, and so like that's how I met her. So she's not actually like really related to me. We're related because like my cousin is married to like her mom, or it was something like that, like related through marriage. But he's like, yeah, I didn't like grow up with her, but I knew her in Texas. I was around the family, blah 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 blah. Okay, like again, I straight up say, how I was like, don't you think that's kind of weird, like to hype up your cousin with her and her. And he's kind of just like, no, like I told you, I have close relationships with women. I'm used to women, so that's not weird to me. So if y'all was still taking the if y'all was still believing in this man up to this point, so I'm basically like, okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, this looks too weird to the point where I'm just, okay, so that's your cousin, that's this. I'm like, so can you show me her? Like, can you show me her? Like, your cousin that is your cousin enough that they call you randomly and you guys are so close that this isn't weird. Like, you have her on Instagram or something, right? Again, all these men with these different stories and stuff, I can't do it. He's all like, well, you know how I told you the account I have now, I've only had for a little bit because my original account got banned. And then this is the second account that I had. And then you know how I don't have all my family on here, so I don't have her Instagram. Okay. So I'm like, well, do you know her Instagram? Like, he was like, yeah, I used to follow her on my old Instagram back in Texas. I'm like, do you know her old Instagram? Like, do you remember? Of course, he's like, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember her. I don't remember. Like, yeah, but we're cool. Like, I don't know how to explain it. He's all trying to get me to, he's like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. Like, we're cool, but, you know, we kind of talk every once in a while. So it's not weird that I didn't follow her on my new account. Okay. Okay. All right. So, okay, you don't follow her on the new account, whatever, but this is your cousin that you catch up with every now and then. And this is obviously a FaceTime screenshot, right? Like, I know some people might be like, is he lying about the screenshot? But guys, it had to be. Like, it was propped up on the phone. It's like, you could tell it was on a counter. It was nothing in person, but it was a FaceTime screenshot of a girl mid-chat with her. And again, I'm not saying like, I'm not trying to be like weird about the girl for being in a bathing suit. Girls can dress however they want, but I'm like, the situation is weird for your male cousin to hype you up. Look, so whatever. So you have her number, you guys FaceTime. So I'm basically like, okay, well, can you show me like your messages with her? I don't remember if he had to have told me her name. I'm like, well, show me some messages of you guys like catching up. Like, cause do you understand how weird this is that this is some girl who's supposedly your cousin, but there's no trace of her like anywhere other than these pictures of her in the bathroom of you hyping her up? I'm like, if all of this is true, you just have a weird relationship with your cousin. Like I said, this man should have just lied and took my first answer of like, oh, it was an accident. But even like in the thing, I remember I played it. I don't think it had audio, but it was just her like talking, laughing, whatever. No shade. Like I said, the only time a man has ever taken FaceTime pictures of me, like spammed me like that, is someone who was my man. It was like, you looking good. Not my cousin.
Clock it.
So I'm like, okay, so show me like some messages of you guys like texting to where I can see like, this is your cousin. Why is he like, I don't have any texts of us. Okay. This is my cousin. We catch up every once in a while. No, I don't have her Instagram because, you know, the past couple months I just recently started using this Instagram, but I have her number and we catch up and we talk from time to time to get together. But you don't have any texts? You don't have any texts of her being like, hey bro, can I call you? Hey cuz, how are you doing? You don't have anything like that. You don't have a chat with this girl. So all she does is just call you randomly and you guys never, ever, ever text. You want to know what this man said? He said, yeah.
Cut the cameras.
I truly don't know how to look at myself in this moment, how I didn't call my Uber. I should have call your Uber. Call your Uber. That's what I should have done in this moment. I'm like, so you're telling me you don't have nothing. He's like, and then again, he's still surprisingly keeping calm. But again, y'all know sometimes because that's a tactic. He's literally just like, yeah, like, I don't know what to tell you. She calls me randomly. She blah, blah, blah. Like, he was like, I don't have her on Instagram. I've only been using this Instagram recently. And I don't have any texts with her. She just calls me and we just talk randomly once every couple months or whatever. How? Like, how? How do you not have that one text with this cousin? So I'm just supposed to believe that this is your cousin and there's no evidence you can show me. This is a picture. He had plenty of pictures of when he lived in different states. Y'all don't got a picture together. Y'all don't have her on Instagram. Don't have a chat. Don't nothing. No, he's just like, this is my cousin. And I was just, no, I completely understand. I completely understand how it can look weird, but you know what I told you? Like, I just grew up with a lot of sisters and I'm just so used to, I'm just very comfortable with women, so I understand how it looks weird to you, but it's not weird to me. Like, if I had something, I would show you. If I had something, I would show you. And what am I supposed to do, guys? What was I supposed to? Like, that's honestly how I was feeling in that moment, because this was someone where I was like, yeah, like, up until this point, I had never seen anything that made me question caught donkey in a lie or anything like that. So I was seriously like, y'all know sometimes when relationships are new, you just have to like, okay, so do I put my trust in him or do I go with my gut? And I think the option we should choose is always the first one, unless you have undeniable evidence. Okay? That's how strict the program is now and how strict I wish it for everybody watching that video. Yo, wasn't that weird? And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like, unfortunately, in that moment, I was like, I guess I just have to take his answer. I guess. See, this is another thing. Like, almost all my story times, y'all, like, I do not be in these situations. Like, even though I had YouTube at this time, I do not be in these situations being like, Like, it's literally like sometimes when I just reflect on this, I was like, oh, I know this is insane. And when I say it out loud, especially to my YouTube, I realize how insane it is. Like, y'all found I don't know how to I don't know how to explain this ending, y'all. But basically, I didn't really know what else to do. It's like, it was kind of just like, I could pressure the issue more if he really doesn't have anything. I looked through his phone for some more stuff. And guys, this just, I don't know how to explain it again. When you're dealing with these weird men, this is low-key a manipulative tactic that I think a lot of men use too. Is like when you have an issue or when you have something, like it's followed by another issue or something explosive that low-key distracts you from the initial issue. Let's just say this was not a good night, okay? And I wasn't even fighting tooth or nail, because like I said, this man was so calm and assuring that I was kind of just like, this is weird, and I kind of just looked through the phone some more, and I don't I don't even feel comfortable for talking about how chaotic like the night, nothing for the rest of the night, and nothing ever when I was dealing with this man could either confirm or deny my suspicions. I'm gonna just say that. But actually no. Actually no. He was weird. Like, I definitely think I do not know this man. I did not know this man as well as I think I did, as well as they manipulate you into being like, we're so locked in. I'm more on the side that this was weird. Like, this was weird. What y'all think? Like, y'all think that was his cousin? That's just a relationship? I don't know how to explain it. Like, is this someone from the past or someone with an uncomfortable thing where it's like, it was really someone, because I'm very strict on my boundaries about the past. Like, you're not supposed to be having your ex talking stages as friends, or someone you've ever kissed as friends. I was like, was it someone like that he was still cool with, but like he just lied and said it was his cousin? I don't know, y'all. I really don't know. Like, I don't know. And then again, like, not saying too much because again, like, maybe on my members only one day. Maybe on my members only one day I could talk more about this. But when I look back at that situation, how weird it was, and how, yeah, I feel like never trust a corny nigga, put that on my life. But I unfortunately did in that moment. I don't know if I could believe that if this girl wasn't his cousin, it was someone he was like actually like seeing either. But I just feel like it was either his cousin, and that's strange. Nah, I don't believe that. It just had to be something that he knew I wasn't okay with, that he had to lie about it. Cause how was there no trace? Okay. I know y'all are gonna feel me on that one. Like, I don't know, like I should have flipped the table. But again, like, I guess we learned. That was some sweet home Alabama. Like, I know I'm not the only person where, again, this story is so unanswered, but I just think the situation is weird, which is why I made it a story. But I cannot be the only person who thinks that, oh, if this was really the cousin, that's weird. I'm sorry. I'm someone who's just naturally been gotten along better with girls and had mostly girlfriends my whole life. And I have male cousins that I'm chill with, but I can never see a world where that's something I would do. Like, call my male cousin on FaceTime and ask how he likes my bathing suit. What? Like, I don't know, guys. I was just a girl. We're young and we're dumb and we move on. And honestly, like, I'm a Scorpio where to me the past is the past. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of fine with like unanswered questions like that. I just know how I feel about people like that as a whole. But that was weird. That was weird. And I feel like most people are going to agree with me that they don't buy that and that is strange. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to another story time. Thank you guys for running up my last story time. Y'all love the story times. Y'all love the story times. I got more in the notes because, like I said, situations like that, when you're dealing with Man on the Audacity, sometimes when you reflect, you remember something else that could be a story time. Because, like I said, the jokes write themselves in my life. Okay. And especially like for me being someone who's been single for over a year and had such a peaceful time, like it's so nice that all I can talk about is like stuff I don't care about enough. Because no one's playing with me right now. No one's playing with me right now. I know that's right. Don't forget to hype this video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.